Back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze rolling to his left. Room to run inside the 40. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And finally down at the 32-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Mayfield to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
It came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Get set. 14.
Throwing now is Breeze. Staying on his feet. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And an alley. Now Breeze lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First catch for last year's NFL catch leader, and it's a first down. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Complete to Bryant. And he's brought down. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Baker Mayfield, obviously the #1 pick overall. That was controversial, though. What ultimately made the Browns go in his way?
Well, post-draft, I did hear a Browns executive talk about the efficacy of Baker Mayfield. In other words, how people rally to him, how people respond to him. He talked about seeing him at a workout, how he showed up, yelled out to the other guys. They yelled back with the same response, ran right to him, and they were ready to start the workout. He said things like that and his talent tipped the balance in his favor to go #1.
Leopard!
Mayfield on play action. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gordon. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Handoff comes to Chubb. Oh, twisting away. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first 2 selections at number 1 and 4 in the first round. But they circled back in the second round and got a really good one in Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke off a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is, and make nice gains each time he touches the ball.
They'll run with Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And it'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Hey, easy. Hey, boy, you got 4 down. Sammy.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Brees to throw on 3rd and 1. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Go Delta, go Delta.
He may try and run for this. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Breeze now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Larry Ogunjobi busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Steps away to his left. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his 2nd season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners, those guys who can break down defenses through the middle. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving Alabama, going to a junior college for a while. I believe he went to Hutchinson Junior College before matriculating at Tennessee and finding his way to the NFL, where he is now a star.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
4 down, check, 4 down. Where's that? Sammy.
After the penalty, it's Ingram. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Here we go. Good. Line 4, ready. Wait a sec. Got it. Ready, my check.
On 2nd down, Ingram. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former 1st-round pick, Demarius Randall. Thomas, the intended target.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Mayfield on first down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a night.
And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
On third down, Mayfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gordon. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. A first down throw for Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. First down, Mayfield. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Alex Okafor in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flush to his right. Bust through the tackle. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
Detroit! 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 Set! Green 39! Green 39! Hot! Hot!
From the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Josh Gordon, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very solid gain of 27. First down now, but that clock rolling. From midfield, here's Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Breeze. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. That's complete. It's Gordon. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going deep here for Bryant. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Set. 3-19. 3-19. Hot. Hot.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And Bryant's got it over the middle. Still shedding tackles. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. Detroit. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. Hot.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, 4 down. Get set, get set.
A final shot before half for Breeze. Now he's flushed out left. So we come upon half. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's Njoku over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Now they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This quarterback now 14 out of 17, 82%. And it's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after him early and try.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now a pitch out to Kamara. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a 1st down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a third down.
He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Here's Breeze. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Now Breeze steps away, and that is incomplete.
Now that's a tough throw for a right-handed quarterback, rolling out to his left and trying to get the ball to a receiver. We've seen all those drills where they're trying to get the shoulders square and pointed towards the target downfield.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Yes.
They'll run for it with Gillislee. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
Hurry up, here we go.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! B-19!
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns. 15 yards. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They go play action here on first down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Alex Okafor in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb down to the 25. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And again, it's Chubb. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And a movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
The penalty helps a bit, but still 8 yards to go on 3rd down for this offense. Mayfield to throw it. Shakes off the sag. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
They'll run the draw. This is line. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Here we go.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. Oh, he sheds himself free. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100-1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Leopard!
A give. This is Chubb. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Gun, gun!
58, boys, 58.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Browns on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Over!
This is Carlos Hyde, the former 49er, his first carry. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
On third down, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Alex Okafor able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. Let's see how they attack them here. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the gun, it's Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken at the 15. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Tight end right, tight end right. Hey, we got 3 down.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, Chubb. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Chubb. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Craig Robertson in on the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So for the Browns, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head home next week to take on